The story takes place on a ship. The ship is traveling from New York to South America. The narrator encounters the world chess champion Mirko Centovic on the ship. Centovic is an extraordinary figure. As an orphaned peasant boy, he showed no signs of intelligence. He struggled to learn to read and write. His genius suddenly emerged while watching guests play chess at the home of the priest who raised him. After seeing the board once, he could memorize all the positions. He quickly defeated the priest, then all the players in the region, then the professionals. At 17, he became world champion. However, Centovic is only a genius at chess. He lacks general knowledge and is a rude person. Chess is just a means of earning money for him, not an art. He looks down on people and behaves with cold arrogance. A group of wealthy passengers on the ship want to challenge Centovic. He plays for money and easily defeats them all. Just then, someone in the audience suggests a move. This move is so masterful that Centovic struggles and the game ends in a draw. This person is an Austrian lawyer named Dr. B. He is a middle-aged man with gentle, nervous, and trembling hands. He says he hasn't played chess in 25 years. Everyone is astonished. How could he draw with the world champion after such a long time? That night, the narrator talks to Dr. B. Dr. B recounts his terrifying story. In 1938, when the Nazis invaded Austria, Dr. B was a financial advisor to aristocratic families. The Gestapo arrested him. Because he possessed valuable information, he was subjected to physical labor. The human brain begins to decay without activity. Dr. B loses himself in his own thoughts. He relives the same memories over and over. He reaches the brink of insanity. The brain needs occupation. It needs something to do. But there is nothing. One day, while being taken for questioning, he notices a pocket in the waiting room. He quickly steals a book from inside. When he returns to the room, he opens it. A compilation and analysis of 150 classic chess games. After his initial disappointment, because it is not a novel or a story, he learns the rules and studies the games. He begins to memorize every game in the book. This gives him an occupation to maintain his sanity. But after memorizing the games, a new problem arises. What to do? Then he starts playing against himself. He sets up a board in his head. He plays with the white pieces, then shifts perspective and responds with the black pieces. At first, this mental exercise is a lifesaver, but it gradually turns into a dangerous obsession. He plays for hours, days on end. His own self splits in two. One side plays the white pieces, the other the black. The two selves clash, but this is paradoxical. Since both sides are him, which side should win? The winner is him, the loser is him. He tries not to know the moves he already knows, tries to deceive himself. This mental division becomes unbearable. Dr. B can no longer sleep. Even when his eyes are closed, he sees chess positions. The pieces move, combinations flow. Thousands of games, infinite variations spin around in his mind. The walls become chessboards. He cannot abandon his own mind, cannot escape. Eventually, he completely collapses. He experiences a kind of chess poisoning, chess schizophrenia. He screams, harms himself, loses all control. The Gestapo takes him to the hospital. The doctor makes the diagnosis: mental overload, obsessive fixation on a single thought, fragmentation of personality. He tells him he must never play chess again. It is poison for him. The Gestapo releases him because he is no longer useful. Dr. B slowly recovers but heeds the doctor's warning. He does not play chess for 25 years. When he sees Centovic on the ship, he cannot suppress his old passion. He plays a game, and it ends in a draw. When the narrator learns of the story, he reminds him of the danger of the game. But the wealthy passengers demand a rematch and convince Dr. B. In the second game, Dr. B has the upper hand at the start. He seems poised to win the position. However, Centovic deliberately slows down the game. He thinks long and hard over every move. This is his tactic, to wear down his opponent by making them wait. This waiting is torture for Dr. B. It reminds him of the endless idle time in the hotel room. He becomes tense. While waiting, he starts to construct games in his head. He calculates dozens of moves ahead. Different variations, different games form in his mind. The real board and the boards in his head begin to mix. When Centovic makes a move, Dr. B doesn't even see it. He seems to be playing another game, one of the games in his head. He mixes up the moves. He gets lost between two parallel realities. His hands tremble, his face is covered in sweat. He speaks loudly, he shouts. The old trauma returns, isolation, mental fragmentation, loss of control. He makes meaningless moves on the board. The game collapses. The narrator intervenes and pulls him away from the board. When Dr. B calms down, he understands what happened. He is filled with deep shame and exhaustion. I told you, he says, I shouldn't have played again. but I couldn't resist the old passion. The narrator consoles him. You are superior to Centovich. He is merely a chess automaton. You are a thinking, feeling, suffering human being. Your loss is not a dishonorable one. Dr. B is resolute. Never, never again will I play. This is my poison. When the ship arrives at the port, Dr. B disembarks and the story ends. Stefan Zweig's novella is actually a profound allegory of the psychological dimension of Nazi terror. Not physical torture, but psychological annihilation. Isolation, sensory deprivation, mental torture. Chess here symbolizes the mental violence a person inflicts on themselves. Dr. B's story also shows the danger of obsession, the destructiveness of getting stuck on a single thought. The contrast between Centovich and Dr. B is also striking. One is an emotionless talent machine, the other an intellectual who has experienced deep suffering and possesses a rich inner world. Both play chess, but for entirely different reasons and at different costs.